All right, we are live. So, hello everybody. My name is Maros Feher, one of the internet marketing freaks. The strange name we came up with when we started this series of Hangouts. And Teresa Kaiser with me. And on last couple of Hangouts, we were talking a lot about blogging, about niche blogging, what kind of platform to use for blogging. How to develop your niche, maybe how to look for the niche you may actually like, something that is connected with your passion, etc. And today we want to talk about why actually you should start blogging, because some people out there, they don't really understand why blogging is so crucial to for success in actually any endeavor. Um, there are a lot of people out there who are not into network marketing, and they don't think blogging is a bad way. So there are a lot of people out there who actually blog about their services, about their products. I know a couple of people who are really successful with selling other products or services. And the way how to spread the word is actually blogging. I started with blogging when I when I actually started with triathlon, because that's my niche, about blogging about sport, about endurance sports, and I really developed kind of passion for this subject. And the funny thing is that when I started blogging, I wasn't really an expert in my niche. I was kind of looking for a lot of information out there, and educating myself on the subject. And in the process of doing that, just the time I spend with collecting data information so that I can write about my passion. It helped me so much to become who I am now. I'm much more confident with blogging. I'm much more confident with blogging about my niche. And uh, I'm quite excited what Teresa has to say, because we were just before we started this hangout, we were talking about how actually blogging can help you, uh, maybe selling your services, selling your products, or maybe attract people into your business if you are into network marketing. So I just want to give word to Teresa, because I know she's quite experienced with this subject, and she has something interesting to say. So Teresa, welcome to this hangout today, and I'm quite excited to hear what you want to share with us today. Uh, you are you are still muted. Do you want me to keep talking? Ah, okay. All right. So, all right. So, um, as I said before, we are both internet marketers, and we are pretty much involved with blogging. And one of the things that helped me in a big way was blogging often. It means almost every day. And this is one of the things we want to teach you today as well, to be very consistent with your blogging. So I don't know if Teresa wants to jump in. That's why you unmuted again.
Yeah, I got unmuted now. I don't know what happened.
Okay,
You
okay.
don't have to be super. You don't always have to be super technical in order to make things work. Sometimes you push a button and stuff just happens. But um, I have been in the world of blogging on and off, building blogs for people, building websites, using a WordPress platform for a long time. And a lot of people don't understand about bridging the gap between the knowledge that they have and how they can share it and get it out there. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my previous experience, and how I came into realizing that, a blog is more powerful than a website. And a lot of people don't realize this. Even businesses, you can have a website, that's fine, cool, but I can tell you that your blog will get more attention. And that's simply because of the fact that a blog, as long as you keep it updated and has fresh content, it's actually a log of different articles of knowledge that you can share. So how can you bridge the gap from your blog to your business and so forth? Well, let's talk about that first on the business side. So on the business side, why would you want to have a blog? Okay, well, let's go into the field of real estate. Now, I'm not a real estate agent. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I can tell you how to get attention to those real estate listings. Very, very simple. Yes, you may have an MLS listing, okay, or whatever tools it is that you use. Some people use the MLS system, other people use whatever, okay, and it grabs it all from there. Fine and dandy. But what if you could attach a blog to that and tell people tips about moving? If you want to know the perfect place to get your house, here's the link to my website, and here's all of my listings. You see what I'm saying? So offer moving tips, offer, house buying tips. Do I need an inspection first? This is all knowledge that you've gained from being a real estate agent, okay? Now let's just take that little step further, okay? So now let's look at if you were using the Klaatu blogging platform, which we frequently talk about on the Internet Marketing Freaks Hangouts, and it is a high-ranking authority blog. And what does that mean? It means you will easily be able to take a Klaatu blog, because there's lots of them out there, and rank it faster than a regular old WordPress blog. Okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is you could go and get a free blog from Blogger or WordPress.org or whatever, but all of a sudden, if they don't like the content that's on that site, you're done. They'll just take it down. You're not in control. So that's one thing that you want to keep in mind also. Free, yeah, it's all right, but you get what you pay for, and you could lose all of your hard work, and they're very hard to rank, and it could take you a long time. And with the Klaatu platform, I've been able to personally, easily, and results are not guaranteed or typical in anything that I talk about today, but I myself, through the knowledge that I've gained through all of the business and online training through the company, been able to take a blog post and rank it on the first page of Google within 2-3 hours, easily. Why? Because I'm taught how. Now, if you go out and you have a website built, per se, and you have someone build it and they say, oh, it looks so pretty. I don't care. You can build the prettiest website in the world, but if you have that billboard out in the middle of a cow pie field, ain't nobody going to see it. You need to make sure that your business is exposed. Okay, so on the business side, that's why you should have a blog. I don't care if you have 10 websites. You should still have a blog. If you have one website, for goodness sakes, if you don't have any website, you definitely need a blog. Because in the world of business now, if you're not online and can't be found, to most people, you don't exist. If you're wasting money on the yellow pages or wasting money on, the local listings that, the people come to you and say, oh, I can get you up there, where are they taking you? To those fancy yellow colored pages or blue colored pages or whatever it is in the phone book? I don't know about you, but I haven't touched a phone book in like a long time. If I want something, I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Bing, search it on Bing, search it on Yahoo, whatever. And I have no idea where the phone book is here. It probably went, out to the fire pit for all I care, because I don't have time to look at it. I want to be able to type stuff in, find it at my fingertips. And with the power of a blog, if you can get that to rank, which means that you're found on between pages 1 and 3 of the search engine, it's all good. That's why you need a blog in business. Now, personal. Why in the world would you need a blog? Here's why. Everybody has had experiences in life to share. Think about this. If you have children, and as they're growing up, you say, when you grow up someday, you're going to wish that you would have changed this or that. My mother used to say that to me. My parents did. But from all of that stuff, you have actually gained experience because you're warning your children about the things that you've learned about. You have life experiences that you could share, talents that you can share. Maybe you're someone who has been through, abusive relationships. Maybe you've been, you have experience with a disease that you've had, and you want to reach out and share your experiences. Because what if let's say I'm a person that just discovered I have some sort of disease, and we are a world of electronics. I'm sorry, when we think there's something wrong with us, what do? Google it. And Who's got the answer? Well, you have a blog. You've already experienced it. You're sharing your knowledge through the power of that blog. And I'm sorry, but you know what? You were not meant to get up every day, function throughout the day, not help a single soul, pay bills, and go to bed and start over. You were brought on this earth to share your life experiences and help someone else. Every single person on the planet, you have some sort of purpose in life. You are here for a reason, not to just get up and pay bills and start the day over and go through all that crap. You have a divine purpose. For example, you see people walk along the street and they help a homeless person. Maybe they're not able to eat or something like that. If you're the person that stops and does that, that's your purpose. Just like this blog, your purpose is to reach out and help other people through somehow. You may never get a chance to meet that person, but you've done your part. Now, what can you do with that? Well, you're blogging and blogging. Here's the powerful thing. You reach out. It's like a pay it forward type of thing. You're reaching out and you help someone who says, you know what, I just found out I had this disease, whatever it is, and I'd love to connect with you. I see you've experienced this, and your blog has helped me so much, So they pay it forward, and they want to start blogging and sharing their experiences. You see what I'm saying? And this could be about anything, not a disease. You could be a crafter. You could have, knowledge about politics. A TV show. The limits are actually endless. There are no limits. It's whatever you can imagine. But the only thing that stops you from wanting a blog or understanding is in the first 30 seconds, it's been proven that our minds, so that we feel safe, find a reason to talk ourselves out of things. And I'm not going to share the experience that, I was in abusive relationships, or that I know somebody that had PTSD, or I had it myself, or, oh my gosh, the more you reveal yourself online, the more of a following you will create, the more people you will be able to reach out and help. That is why you need a blog. Now, how can you transform that into making money? Well, the platform that you're about to discover by clicking the button that you see below here, by joining either Mars or myself or whoever invited you, is going to reveal to you that each time someone goes through and gets a blog and learns about marketing and learns about different things, by you sharing your content on whatever subject or niche, like Maros does the marathons, the running, the whatever it is that he decides to share on his blog. Well, if you like to talk about marathons, so do I. I love sharing my passion. Connect with me here. Just like myself, I teach technical things. I teach beginners how to do the technical stuff that they never thought they could do. And believe me, actually, you can do anything that you set your mind to, including this blog. It's not hard, it's not complicated, and it doesn't consume a lot of your time. If you can commit to sharing a piece of yourself every day, even just for an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is that you have, you are doing by having a blog, you are actually doing your part in sharing part of you, because that's your purpose. Not, like I said, not to just get up and pay bills and exist in life. I did this yesterday, and I'll do it the day before, and you do it the day before, and I'll do it tomorrow. You know why? Because you're afraid to step out of your comfort zone. You're afraid to say, you know what, I'm safe right here. If I try anything new, nothing's going to change. You're right, nothing's going to change. Nothing will change until you make it change. You have to reach out through the power of a blog to make the change in someone's life. Plain and simple. So I've covered both sides, and I don't know, Maros, if you want to add anything to that, but I think I pretty much poked everybody and gave them a wake-up call. That's what happens when I haven't talked for 2 weeks. This is the first day, everybody, that I've actually spoken with my voice for about 2 weeks, so I sound still a little manly, but I'm on it. So you have anything you want to add, Maros?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for your insights. I really love it. I know you're very technical, and is it true that your blog is actually more or less tips about blogging and like technical tips on blogging and how to set up blog and what kind of things you can do with the blog and so on and so on? Yeah. Okay. So anybody who would be interested in that, just go to Teresa Kaiser's website and check it out. I've been there already, and I did a couple of trainings of hers. So it's just great trainings. And if you have any questions about the technical stuff, about setting up your blog correctly, just ask Teresa. She'll be glad to help you. And just one more thing I want to add to what Teresa said already. Blogging is actually a great way how to provide value to the people, and it's kind of we do it for free, but we are also making money at the same time. So we haven't mentioned it here, and we are not going to promise anything, but essentially, if you stick to it in the long term, there will be some kind of way you can also make money. So there are people out there who make money with providing some space for some ads. So they are selling some kind of space. There are people who sell some kind of products, there's some services, or if you are into network marketing, then you attract people. And actually, me and Teresa, we are internet marketers, but at the same time we do network marketing. And it's the blogging about your passion and about yourself, I see it as the easiest way to attract people. And I believe Teresa can also say the same thing, because if you write a blog from your heart and what's on your mind, and if you do it consistently every day, that's like such an easy way, because you don't have to, sometimes you don't have to blog about anything that is super valuable maybe in your eyes, but just writing about maybe your struggles, maybe your pain, maybe about your happy days, maybe about your problems and how to solve them, or maybe about the ways you think you can solve your problems. It's a great way to to interact with your readers, with your audience. And if you do it in a very consistent way, one day you may be surprised that you get maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe even 1,000 readers of your blog. And it's just a great feeling once there are people out there who are reading your blog and who are leaving comments on your blog, and they follow you. So sometimes you would be surprised what kind of people are reading your blog. You just never know. But as I said before, the blog is like a hub. It can be a hub of your business, and you can go to so many directions. You can even shoot videos and you can put them on your blog. You can do you can have your own pictures and you can put them on your blog. So you can do many different things, and maybe we will talk about this in the future about the ways you can maybe promote your blog, promote yourself, and how to maybe write about anything what you want and spread the word in many different kind of ways and into many different media, because there's so much media out there you can use, and this is actually some of the ideas I have for the future, that we will do hangouts and teach how to promote your business and promote your blog as well. So Teresa, thanks a lot for these insights. And you have anything else to say? Probably not, as I understood.
Yeah, well, you were talking about videos on your blog and things like that. I've seen real estate businesses, this is just a little tip, take and put tours of houses on their Kolatu blog, and I've heard them say that they were found easier than just trying to put it out there in the MLS listing, which is just totally amazing. And as far as speaking from your heart, yeah, you don't have to be a big fancy copywriter. When you write, I've seen people who can't even spell and they still blog. It's okay. There's a thing called autocorrect, on I don't know about Mac, but on a Windows, if you don't spell something right, it's going to turn up with little red squigglies underneath, so it'll be okay, and it even tells you how to spell it, so it's not a problem there at all. And it's basically just you sharing your life experiences on a blog. You're telling it just like you're having a conversation. It doesn't have to be perfect English, In fact, it makes your readers feel more comfortable when you are blogging from your heart and typing it the way that it would come out of your mouth. you know, and add a video with it. You know, say, hey, my name is, you know, so-and-so, and I've experienced this, and I just wanted to reach out and share my story with you. And storytelling is so powerful because it reveals to people who you are and what you're about. And you connect with people on different levels in different ways. You know, you may watch a video in the first, like, and I've done this. I'll watch a video of someone in the first minute or so, and after that, I'm like, either A, I can't stand this person and I'm getting off the video, or B, I'm really interested because I can resonate and relate to what they're saying and go, you know what, this person's doing a really good job. I want to watch some more, you know. And if you're afraid to get in a video, it's okay. It takes time. I remember going back and looking at some of my first videos, and oh, I stuttered. I had to have a script, and it was horrid. But now I'm okay because I've been doing this for a little while. And it's just, you know, like they say, practice makes perfect. With blogging, with videos, with any of it, practice makes perfect. But the only time that things aren't going to change is when you don't step out of your comfort zone and say, I need a change. And you have to know why it is that you need a change in your life. And, you know, I do want to encourage you to just, you know, click the button below this video that you see on the page, internetmarketingfreakslive.com, and, you know, check it out. You know, make sure you follow the link that the person gave you, and, you know, maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for you, but it never hurts to check it out. So, time for change is now if you're ready. Spring is in the air, and I think that just kind of pulls everybody out of a rut. Spring is here, you know, they're like, oh, wow, cool, you know. So, thanks for having
Yeah,
me here today, Maros. Hope everybody can hear me okay.
yeah, sure. I can hear you okay. So I can hear you perfectly actually. So yeah, actually that's the blogging platform we were talking about and we recommend. It's actually the button below this video. You can click on it and check it out, and that's the way how to get this blogging platform and start blogging as soon as you know as you join as soon as you join. And just one more thing before I wrap it up, just you know, for anybody who is not into writing maybe or blogging and who is not very comfortable with this idea, there are actually so many great copywriters out there who say exactly what Teresa said. It's you don't have to be you know, you don't have to be perfect in the writing. It's actually better if you are not perfect with your writing, because it's so much closer to the actual conversation. Because when you talk to anybody on the street or to your friend, you know, you don't talk perfect English. You know, it's like, you know, you say ooh, you know, whatever, and you know, sometimes you misspell the words or you know, mispronounce or something, and that's life. So if anything like that happens to you when you write your blog, it may actually be just better, because first thing they see, we are a human being, we are not a robot. And second thing is it's like a, you know, any conversation, any common conversation anywhere in the world where, you know, people make mistakes, and they actually, you know, feel more connected to just because you are not perfect. You know, people, that's what also said, Teresa said, is, you know, stories, you know, stories are not told by perfect people. Stories actually happen because people are not perfect. If everybody would be perfect, there would be no story to tell actually, because it would be boring as well, because nothing interesting would happen. The world is interesting just because we are so different. So, and that's how the stories actually happen. And just one more thing I want to say, that is that as Teresa said, storytelling is just so great way how to start your, you know, blogging. And probably in the future we will talk more about how to do that, how to you know, develop your story in a way that it's more attractive to, you know, to anybody who will find your blog and read it. So thanks again, Teresa, for being here, and it was just a short hangout, but pretty powerful, I believe. And as I said, we will be here again next week, Wednesday. And just to remind you, you know, the blogging platform we are recommending here, the button is below this video. Just click on it and check it out. So thanks for coming, and see you next week on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks for coming, Teresa. Good night, everybody.